Hello everyone, welcome to a new campaign in Crusader Kings 2. As you can see, Crusader Kings 3 has been announced already. I may talk a little bit about that through the course of the campaign, but that's not the primary goal of this campaign. Also, the Monarch's Journey is not a goal of this campaign, but I'm thinking about doing some of that as well, because you do get goodies in Crusader Kings 3 when you do them. But that will all be later. For now, this is going to be a new campaign. Let's go into single player. And new game. Although I am actually going to load a save when we get there. So it's going to be in the early Middle Ages, 769. Go with custom game setup. And there's a few achievements that I would like to get. I was looking primarily through the list of achievements for things that I could do kind of, you know, all together. And one that I think would be fun is starting as the Thakur of Mohadavasaka. I'm going to have a lot of trouble saying that name, I'm sure. But then again, I have a lot of trouble saying all the names in this region, so... But playing as him, the Thakur. Thakana? Or is that my name? No. Toramana is my name. So he is the last of the Hepthalite Empire. And playing as him, we... There's a bunch of things that we can do. Number one, regain the Hepthalite Empire, which is basically this land up here. We'll talk about that when we get into it. But of course, I can also go for the achievement to be Samrat Chakravartin, uniting all of India. There is a Red Sea Resort, which is convert Mecca and Medina, I think. And then, of course, Schism, which is Rome and Constantinople. And then British Raj, which is get the British Empire. So a lot of that is, I mean, it's going to be a long campaign. But it's multiple achievements that we can do at one time. I'm pretty sure that they can all be done at one time. So, for now, let's go ahead and hit play. And just so you guys are aware of what rules I've set, mostly going with the defaults on stuff, but I got no secret religious cults because they just annoy me to no end. I've got the limited naval exclave independence. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I've turned off the court size limit. I hate it. I do not like that. And of course, these things that I'm turning off still allow Iron Man achievements, so anything that can be turned off that would disable that is not turned off, obviously. The other big thing, of course, is that I have turned off coalitions, because I really dislike that mechanic. It's poorly implemented as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. Other than that, most of the things are left on. I do have... historical... Yeah. I do have the Aztec invasion left on, because it might be fun. Plus, there is be at war with the Mongols and the Aztec Empire at the same time, and... it's a possibility to get, so. Anyway, let me go ahead and go back and actually load the game that we are going to do. And the reason is because he doesn't have any fixed traits. It's all random, and I wanted to randomize out at least a decent starting position, because we do not have a whole lot of money. We do not have a whole lot of good land. There's not a whole lot of troops. We're really in a not great starting position. So we have the one county, which has no further slots, but we do have 2 castles, which is something in our favor. But neither of them are built up at all. Well, this one has a castle town in it. That's it. So, here we are. The Thakur Toramana of Mohadavasaka. He is Saka culture, which is Iranian, which I might need to convert to an actual Indian culture. I'll have to look at that in between episodes. But this was only like my third roll, too. But I ended up being an elusive shadow. I've got patient, kind, shy, and ambitious. So 12 diplomacy, 6 martial, 11 stewardship, 19 intrigue, 3 learning. Pretty good starting out. Create a treasury is not going to do much good. Become king of Gujarat's not going to help much. Acquire a title could work. I would only need 500 gold to build a war chest, but we're making 1.14, so that's iffy. Groom and heir. Our heir is 1 year old, so that's something that's going to be with us for a while. I think building a war chest is going to be a little bit better. We do have a wife who's a couple years younger than us. She is erudite, diligent, gregarious, deceitful, shivist. What was I again? I am also a shivist. And of course, Kshatriya. Alright. Focus-wise, I do normally like to go for the stewardship ones that would get us more money, but more troops would probably be better. Yeah, I think we'll go for the war focus. Because that'll bump us up to 9 martial. Get a few more troops. I think our main avenue of expansion is going to be down here. This guy does have 3 counties. They're pretty good counties, but like mine, none of them are upgraded at all. Oh, he does actually have 2 castles. One of them does have an extra castle town. So, he is going to have more troops and everything, but he only has a 6 martial. Stewardship is not great. So, I think that getting this stuff would be better. Plus, this one has the Silk Road in it. I think you can get a Silk Road trade post. Yeah. So, this county would be great for getting the Silk Road income. This county would be great for getting a Silk Road trade post. So I think that our first order of business is to get down there. And to do that, we're going to have to just build up some stuff here. First things first, probably going to want to go with, like, barracks or militia training ground. Just so that we can get more troops. So right now, we've got a troop count of 233. That should update in a bit. I do not have great people here. Do you have any better stats? 8s. That's my only actual vassal. So I don't really care about what he's doing. Alright, well, first thing, let's start looking for people who will join my court. Diplo range, yes. Alright, we need someone with a really high stewardship. Of course. High diplomacy, alright. We got someone with high diplomacy. That is, that would be good. Yeah, let's go ahead and invite you. High Marshal. Taoist, you would come. Or I could get you. You're a brilliant strategist, unyielding. Well, I mean, really, I should invite you anyway, because you're unyielding. Invite to court. And let's invite you to court as well. Why do you not like me so much? Zealous. Maybe not. Let's invite you. You can be my marshal. Any other people with good military traits? I am not seeing any. No. No one that we could invite with good military traits. In terms of stewardship, best is this 9 guy, so... invite him to court. One of these people might actually have a higher stewardship, but we'll look at that. 20. Ooh. I probably could not... well... let's invite you to court anyway. Might be able to take you as a concubine. Anyone else that we could take as a concubine? We'll look at that in a bit. And for learning, we've got a 13, you're 13, so unless you've got... yeah, the best thing is 13 diplomacy as well. I don't mind leaving you there, you're also Brahmin, so that works. Okay, what about, lustful women? You are lustful. Invite to court. Could convert to Buddhism, but I don't think that matters. I don't think I have to stay as Hindu. I do need to stay as an Eastern religion, well, one of the Indian religions for some of the achievements. But, let's just invite you. Okay. Intrigue decision-wise. Right now, we can recruit a court physician, we can choose a patron deity. Let's go ahead and do that. These are the 3 gods of the Trimurti, the Great Trinity. Perhaps I should choose one of them as my patron deity. Pharaoh Shiva with his trident. Martial +1, diplomacy -1. My diplomacy is not bad, and more martial would be good. Martial -1, diplomacy +1 for Vishnu, no. Brahma, intrigue +1, stewardship -1, no. Other powerful deities. Kali, martial +1, learning -1. My learning is not great as it is. Intrigue -1, learning +1 for Ganesha and Ganga, martial -1, stewardship +1. I think that losing 1 point of diplomacy would be less bad than losing 1 point of learning. When it's already so low, you kind of want as much as you can get. So, yeah, we'll go with Shiva. There we go. And there's nothing else to really do right now. I guess I could invite recruit a court physician. Go ahead and do so. They might end up being decent for our council. And of course, we're not gaining any technology, so my learning right now doesn't matter that much, but I'd still like to keep it up a bit. We are on Agnatic Gavelkind, so I am going to want to change this as soon as I can. Need late feudal or imperial administration or viceroyalty. Yeah, so that's not happening. There's no reason to go to elective Gavelkind. I can't go to seniority. I can get revoked titles. And the good news is that the council has no power whatsoever, so I'm pretty happy about that. Actually, you know what? I just realized this guy is... I don't actually own this, this castle. And he's a Vaishya. In a castle? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and plot to kill. Alright, there aren't too many people who would actually join this right now. Just the one guy. We'll see how it goes for now. Alright. Let's go ahead and unpause. Actually, bump up the speed a bit. Okay, you have arrived at my court. Let's take you as a concubine. You have arrived at my court. I will take you as a concubine. You have arrived at my court. I will take you as a concubine. You have arrived at my court. You accept my invitation. Thank you. You've arrived at my court. One of your scouts reports of a pilgrim who just arrived in Mohadavasaka. The pilgrim, known as CKII, has been on a pious quest to visit all the Hindu holy sites and is now ending his journey here. During his travels, he has accumulated a vast knowledge regarding medicine and is seeking to put his skills to use. 10 gold. Sure, let's see. He's got a 14 learning, so that's okay. He is a Brahmin. He's a renowned physician. He's also a mystic. I will recruit this pilgrim. You've arrived at my court. Let's see about my council. So he would be a zealot. Yes, that's okay. Marshal. I'll make you the marshal. Got a 12. Let's get you there. Thought I recruited someone with a high intrigue. Higher intrigue. I can only appoint my wife. I don't want to appoint my wife. That's probably why, because I probably can't appoint concubines. And you know what? We're gonna go with that guy. Okay. Minor titles. Let's see. Designated regent. Someone with a decent... Probably not you. Let's make you. Actually, there is a higher... Oh well. Master of the Hunt. Don't care about you. Don't care about you. I might actually go through the people who I have... I'm trying to get onto my... into the plot. Let's see. You don't have any military skills. And you don't really have any military skills. Okay, you'll be a commander. Court tutor. That can be you. Do not have a court guru. Court poet. Alright, I need to check that. This guy just became independent, it looks like. He's not at war with anyone. Right, I also need to get you guys doing some stuff. Fabricate claim. Let's see if we can just fabricate claims on everything. Let's go ahead and train troops here. Collect taxes. Study technology. I can study just about anywhere. I cannot quite get further than that. Which actually has better tech? You both have about the same. Yep, alright. Actually, you know what? For now, I should probably... Plot power increase only 3.5%, but that's okay for now. That'll help a little bit. Research cultural tech. Are we getting any tech spread here? 3, 4, 12. No, we're not getting any spread at all. Monthly piety. I don't need to proselytize. I guess I'll just leave you on... Well, no, I don't really want to leave you on Hunt Apostates. Well, actually, yeah, I do need to proselytize. Because this is a Jain county. I did forget that. So yeah, there's a lot of Jain around here. Okay, well, we got all of our people there. See if anyone else pops into the court. I don't think so, no. Okay, title revocation allowed law. You want me to be a commander. No, I do not want to be a commander. I mean, I have 10 marshal, but... No. So that is going to get us 319 there. Powerful vassal. He does not have a... wife yet. So we're at 183%. Alright, people with the highest plot power. Let's go ahead and award honorary title. Let's see, 5, 5, 5, and 5. You can be Master of the Hunt then. Not enough. Court Musician. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to be enough to get anyone. Cupbearer. Worth a shot, though. Court Poet. They'll like me a little bit more. Alright, send gift, 15 gold. I don't really want to spend 15 gold on that. We'll just see what happens. Okay, Tagliabid Holy War for Haratanaka. So the Tagliabids are going to war against... Tomara up here, okay? 1.59k. 1.94. Probably go in our favor then. Okay, thank you for that pop-up. That didn't lead to anything. How are we doing here? 217, 319. If he rebels, I am going to have a hard time actually getting the thing. Like, if he gets pissy or something like that. He does have a wife now, though. His wife is not pregnant. After the council meeting, Ubadiah Sia asked me to exchange a few words in private. Apparently, he has uncovered a rumor concerning a rare artifact. Sia believed there was some truth to the rumor and urged me to have a search arranged. Yeah, go ahead and look for it. I will probably not find anything good there. Let's go ahead and bump up the speed a bit. He's experienced a setback. Alright, that's unfortunate. That was not very long either. My co-conspirator, Sia, has procured a venomous viper. Well, maybe that's why he had a setback. And sends word that it will soon dig its fangs into Dhammapati Punarjam. Just don't point that thing at me. I've invited people in my court to take part in a war game, in which we practice defending our land from invading enemies. We will use wooden models to represent the invading armies, and I shall have to use clever tactics to defeat my opponent. Not today, I'm busy. This will be fun! We assign tasks for the war game. We decide that Vishrapumna will defend with me, while Anaconda will be leading the invading forces. Let the best warlords begin. Win, whatever. At the beginning of the war game, the enemy quickly tries to advance up the hills in the area to get a strategical advantage. Let's see. Bring all of our forces to contest the defensive grounds. Rush forward with a light skirmish force before their force reach the hill. Let's go with the light skirmish force. Anaconda decides to charge forward with his troops towards our skirmishing troops, forfeiting the opportunity to get a position on the hills. Vishirapumna suggests that we should move our troops to the hill. Try to flank the enemy. Rush forward with your skirmishers, or use cavalry to cover the skirmishers' retreat while taking the hill. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Our opponent's troops are clearly tired, and by using the high ground to our advantage, we quickly gain the upper hand. It is concluded that the defending team is victorious. I get Student of Strategy, Martial +1, and 75 Prestige. Pretty nice. Oh dear! Oh no! Oh, poor fellow. He died under suspicious circumstances. Oh no, and I have just inherited the Dhamma of Idar from him. Poor fellow. It's so sad. Success! The snake performed its duty with aplomb and pumped Dhammapati Punarjam full of its deadly venom. It slipped away into the night, and the guards are now too busy contending with a string of lethal snake attacks to search for those responsible. I could kiss that snake. Yeah, well, maybe not. Okay, so I now have the second holding here. So 331 and 331. So I will have 662 troops total, plus what I'm getting out of my vassal, which is only 15. And you have 634. So it's still pretty tight. He's bedridden, which is actually really helpful. He has the flu. I could do a border dispute. Doing a border dispute on this one might be a good idea. But I need karma of 100, and I am gaining 0.47. Yeah. Okay. It's not a whole lot. If I put you back onto that, that would almost double what I'm getting, but I would get some apostate events, and... Alright, I need to find a better, men. Ugh. There are no good ones around. Alright. I mean, 8 would be a little bit better, but not that much better. And I don't really need to build spy network, so let's go ahead and study technology. I mean, if something happens to him, you know, whatever. But at this, it would still take many years before I'd have enough. And I want to convert the county. And I will get some piety, some karma, I believe, if I get that converted. Subject religion converted. County religion converted 1.9. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. I'll just stick with the fabricating claims. I got a 15.22% yearly chance, so it's not bad. Anyway, when we come back next time, we'll continue to build up our holdings and everything like that. That's probably what we're going to focus on. Could go for castle walls, get a little bit extra money, get a little bit of extra levy size. That might actually make a difference. Not much, though. That's only 2.5%. And I'm getting... Yeah, that would take me to 50. I'd get 2 extra troops out of that. Probably not worth it when I can save up for a militia training grounds and get 90 more troops for about twice the cash. Yeah, that's going to be better. We'll definitely go for the militia training grounds. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this first episode. If you've enjoyed it, please do remember to like the video, leave some comments. It always helps with getting new series, new campaigns, and Crusader Kings 2 to show up in search results. And I will see you guys in the next episode as we work our way towards the fabled land of Britannia. See you next time, everyone.